Hello, welcome to this live episode of Spooky Saturday. And today is Halloween. I thought, what better day to go live for the first time than Halloween? So I sure hope this works out. And what better day to craft a corpse than Halloween as well? So I have limited space here. I'm going to craft a mini corpse, but the same concept will work on a full-size skeleton or partial skeleton that you're going to see today. So I'd like to say, if you're new here and you like crafting, you like spooky crafts, some junk journals, some just random crafting in general, anything that I can't find or is too expensive that I want, I try to craft. If that sounds like fun to you, think about hitting that subscribe button. I'd really love to see you back on my channel. So let's get started today. And if you're just now joining me, I am doing a mini corpse. So I'm just going to try to make sure that I can still see everything. Okay, looks good. And I got from the Dollar Tree, which I know I've seen from a lot of other people's channels as well, these little mini skeletons. They're on a rope. And I love them. I've crafted with them many times before. I do a lot of Christmassy stuff, so you'll see that here in a month or so with those as well. But I saw a kind of corpsey looking thing on a full-size skeleton, and I thought, what better thing to do than a little mini skeleton? Because I don't have a full-size skeleton, and they're kind of expensive. And these are $1 for 4. So that's my price range. We're going to take today a tarp, but I cut it down into smaller pieces and then use this heat gun safely, mostly, to kind of shrink wrap it onto the skeleton. It's going to end up kind of looking like this. But then we're going to use some wood stain, bam, and give it that kind of like gorish, dried, mummified skin that just is disgusting look. So if you've seen my channel before, you know I like that look. This is the first one I attempted. You see that? You can see it from my shirt there. His poor little hand or arm kind of got melted. So I learned some lessons and then ultimately got this guy here. But I don't know if you can tell, see the face isn't really indented in there. So that's the first thing I'm going to kind of work with. And then I'm going to show you on a fresh guy how we made that happen. Okay. I'm going to heat it up, and then I'm going to use this. It's actually a dental tool, but it has kind of a little rounded mini hammery thing on the end. And so I'm going to kind of get into the little eye sockets and around the cheekbones on the skull to give it that more definition. And I might do slightly on the ribs as well. So let's see how that goes. I'm going to tilt down a little bit. Here we go. And let you watch. Not sure how loud this heat gun's going to be. Let me turn the sound down. Just in case. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so now hopefully you can see there that that is a little bit more definition. It's kind of sunken into the eye sockets a little bit there. So that's what we're going for with our next one we're going to do here. Okay, so we're going to use some of this that I cut up into smaller pieces, and it's not enough, but we're going to go with that. I just wrapped it like completely around the skeleton the first time, and I thought, oh, I'll wrap it and then I'll just kind of cut it out. That's what happened here. But even when I cut, it just wasn't looking right. So we're going to do one limb at a time, and then the body, and then the head. Sometimes you craft and you learn. Now, for this little skeleton, the legs are bendable, but that's it. So trying to keep it away from the other parts. And I just want a couple layers on here, not too much. One layer would even be okay. But I'm going to end up getting more. That's going to be like 3 or something. It's fine. Everything's fine. All right. Actually, let's just snip the very end of that off. See how that turns out. Because why not? Okay. So keep my fingers away, right? Okay, so you can see it gets kind of like melty. I hope you can see. That's not too fuzzy. You can see it gets kind of like melty-ish and sticks down to it and shrinks to it like shrink wrap. You guys remember those shrinky dink things that you like decorate and put in the oven? It's like a really cheapo, not going to turn out the way you wanted version of that. Okay, trying here. I want to keep my fingers out of the way. I learned the first time when I did the first guy, I think the reason his arm melted was because I had it setting on the tray and then going like this. So the tray was heating up and from the top was heating up, and that was just too much for the skeleton plastic. So that's why I'm kind of holding it away. So it's only getting the heat on the one side. Okay, the one side at a time. Obviously, I'm rotating it, so I'll just kind of smush it down on there a little bit. You'll notice it kind of looks like tendons, like jerky. He jerkified himself here. We're jerkifying him. He didn't do it himself. Okay. Smushy smush that down there. All right, so that's most of his leg. We'll get another piece and do the other one. And we'll get the top of that leg when we get that kind of pelvis area in a minute. Okay, oh, we're going to cut that toe part off just a little. Okay, there we go. pull it back. He doesn't care. He's not alive. His other leg can do that. So, right? Okay. Wish I could get his hands out of the way. All right, he's fine. All right, 2 legs. Go for this arm here. Left arm. Though you could do the right arm first. No one cares how you do yours. He's looking at me like I'm, yes, making you into some mummified jerky meat. A little bit more on the hand there, so gonna see what I can't make happen. Does not look like it's, I don't want to hold that at the same time, so let's see if I can, nope, it's not gonna work. Okay, we're gonna risk it for a second. So I can get this hand down. Okay, here we go. Put your leg back down. All right. He's fighting. You'd think he's alive or something. Doesn't realize he's already dead. I'm not thrilled with that hand, so we're going to have to come back, but let's get the rest of this arm. Okay. Lost some plastic. Hold on. Ta-da! We are going to do this hand thing one way or another. Just pull it like this, twist it off. Okay, a little trial and error crafting here, guys. Let's see. Nope. Just gonna have to deal with that. Just gonna have to not like it. Sometimes you just have to not like it. All right. Moving on. We're just gonna move on to the other arm. Wrap it. Try to get that hand a little different. All right. Well, that hand's so much better. Okay. 2 arms done. Let's get some more plastic I need to clean my scissors. Those aren't going to be pretty. That's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're just going to rip it. See how I feel about that. Okay. So now I'm going to kind of wrap it all crazy like around his junk area. Give him a little privacy in the groin. Doesn't mean to bring him on YouTube naked. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, well, let's just see how that turns out. I feel like this should be a little more, be able to move. If he's gonna attack someone in his horrorness, he's gonna be able to move, right? All right, I need to look like a little more there, I think. I'm gonna do it, and then I'm gonna come up to this bodiness and get up onto the rib cage a little. See how that turns out. I kind of hold the arms out of the way so I don't overheat them. Actually, yeah, that's not bad. Okay. Get this back part a little better. It's not going to be big enough. Looks better. No, does that come off? That would be nice. No, okay. We are not going to attempt that. Potential disaster. There. Let's see if I tuck that under there. Turn your head, turn your head. I said move. All right, let's see how this goes. Should move those on this side. It's gonna make way more sense. All right, so got one shoulder blade. Do the other. Try to get. Okay, it's okay. That's okay. All right, now for the final part of which is the head here. piece on top of that. Suffocate him. I'm just going to twist that. We'll just see how that goes. No, that's not going to stay. So I'm just going to pull it back. And get his head's a little soft now. It's okay. Maybe he got bludgeoned a little. That's fine. He did not go into his zombiness willingly. That is for sure. Okay. I am not okay with the neck. The neck needs some help. So let's just do that. Turn his head. Just kind of sink it down on his chin, so more definition. That looks good. I think I'm satisfied. So I'll set this down here. Okay. So we have our mummies. Where's my first one? Here it is. Our mummies. And we're going to take this, it's wood finish. And I have here red mahogany. I'm gonna, let's be a little smart about this because I'm a messy person, especially crafter. Are you guys messy crafters? That's good. It's way more than I need it to be, but there we go. Skeletons. All right. So here's the wood finish. All right. So again, we took our regular Dollar Tree skeleton, little pieces of just drop cloth, and used a heat gun to basically shrink wrap it on our skeleton. And now we are just going to use a little bit of red mahogany wood stain and kind of get in there to our skeleton all over our little corpse guy. There's enough, plenty drop cloth. I'm just going to kind of smear them around in it even. Shut that for now. And so can you kind of see now that he has this like, let me get that hair off. It has this kind of mummified look to him. I don't want to touch it. And I like this kind of, this is a good color, this red mahogany. So he almost looks, like I said, like jerky. So I'm just gonna do the rest of him. Where's the other one? Maybe it's a her. Maybe it's a them. Or they. Tell you what it is. It's a corpse. Don't forget the bottom of the feet. All right. Nice under the chin and in the neck area. Give it a nice once over look and make sure you don't miss anything. Kind of darker at the top than I am at the bottom, so I think I'm going to use a little more stain. I'm going to have stained fingers. I should have thought about that better and got some gloves. That's okay. All right. I'm going to go down here first because I don't want it to be real dark. There we go. Kind of darken up the bottom and the back. So he's evenly jerkied. All right. So here is one ready to dry. And our next one, which I think is the one that we just did together. That's what this one is. So some of the places the skin isn't all the way there and it goes straight down to bone, so that looks good. And most of it's there and kind of wrinkled and twirly. So it looks like kind of tendons and dried skin. Isn't Halloween crafting so fun? Love it, you guys. I love it. Oh yeah, this is definitely the guy we did together because his skull's kind of beat in a little bit. Remember? Okay. Yay. No, hold on. Back of his feet there. All right. What do you think, guys? Hope you liked it. Now it's going to end up pretty close to this kind of shiny, but if you don't want it shiny, you can go back over it with some just matte kind of Mod Podge, and that'll kind of take some of that shine off of there. Or you can go back on with a gloss Mod Podge just to have an extra kind of protection of finish if you want. Thanks for joining me today on this live version of Spooky Saturday. I hope you guys have an amazing, fantastic, like best it could possibly be considering the situation, Halloween, because it's very special. Halloween of a blue moon today. So take advantage and do all of the Halloweeny things that you can possibly do, and stay safe. Thanks for joining me, guys. See you back next time on Temple's Treasures. Bye.